Hi, Group B. This is Lauren, just posting for Module 7. I decided to focus on the question Dr. McClure posed about satisficing and kind of where our reflections are on that. And being a female in this higher education professional, I just found that the Warden Wolf-Wendell article so fascinating, maybe a little discouraging. I'm not really sure where I quite stood on that. The article really focused on if academia should be more supportive of those balancing family and work. And while I'm not necessarily in academia and I'm not a faculty member and don't teach, I still feel that those same struggles can apply to kind of anyone in this higher education role, especially as a female. The article mentioned that the challenge is really the greatest for women because of their balancing the biological clock and the tenure clock and physical demands and family expectations, and which I feel like those are things that women deal with every day. So it was really interesting to kind of see that in the research article. They discussed kind of the different theories. The role conflict theory that really would apply to, I guess, all professionals in my mind. It's just that kind of very traditional theory that suggests women maybe are more suited to home or childcare, but they kind of have that conflict internally. And I'm not married, I don't have children, so for me it was a little difficult to relate to the article, but I understand some of the demands and really kind of have fears of those kind of for the future. So I thought it was really interesting that this article really points it out. And they really kind of mentioned the most ideal worker in academia is that one that's really married to their work. If I was a female interested in pursuing academia, I think maybe that would maybe be a little scary for me if you're thinking of really balancing and all the different things that you would have in your life that your work is one part of your life, and I understand being married to it, so that would be interesting. I think maybe the silver lining that I saw, or maybe that I read, and I remember the research article kind of mentioning, is that that women really can have it all, and they want it all, and it's just more of a balance, and they really are just identifying those challengings. And so for me, satisficing, that kind of doing good enough, if you will. I understand that women, or really anyone in general, they're limited to time, energy, resources. So I think that maybe while that's not a goal of women, or not even a goal for me, sometimes that might be the best that you can do. But the article kind of highlighted that much more than maybe you really think on a day-to-day basis. So now I probably think about it a little bit more. How much satisficing do I really do in my job? So I guess maybe just my general reflection for that particular article this week was, maybe one of fear. I agreed with a lot of it, but it makes me a little nervous about the future as I continue to kind of grow in this profession, grow in my personal life, and making sure that balance is really key. But understanding that it is kind of possible to have it all. So. Thank you for listening. I feel like I ramble a little bit in video, so I appreciate you listening, and looking forward to kind of reviewing everyone else's thoughts and reflection this week via the video post. Thanks.